Alrighty, so this one wants us to figure out the value of k that will make this integral be equal to 0. So, you could like kind of do geometric stuff and check and guess and stuff like that, but I think it's actually easier in this case to go ahead and do it algebraically. So, I'm going to integrate that expression right there. That gives me x squared with a 2 out front, and then integrate the 2x to the 2, and get a minus 2x. And that needs to be evaluated from x equals k to x equals 2. So, and I need that to be equal to 0. That's what this is right here. So what I'm going to do is plug in or write it out as if I was plugging in these two numbers, but just have it set equal to 0. So what that gives me, I need to do the 2 first. So, and I'll do each little piece in brackets. So I get 2 times 2 squared minus 2 times 2. That's plugging this value in to this expression. And then I'll do, close my brackets, and then I need to subtract that plugged in for x, or I need to subtract this value with k plugged in for x. So minus 2k squared minus 2k. So, and I need that to be equal to 0. So now I've just got an equation with k, I need to solve it. This one turns out to be a quadratic, as you can see it has k squared, so you're probably going to likely factor this. So what I have here is, this is 8 minus 4, and then I subtract 2k squared, and then I add 2k because of the double negative, and then it has to be equal to 0. So a couple things. I noticed that everything's divisible by 2, so I'm going to divide everything by 2. I know that 8 minus 4 gives me 4, so I'm going to do that in my head. And then I like to factor when my squared term is positive, and notice this term's negative. So I'm going to do is move everything to the other side and divide by 2 at the same time and collect these two terms. That gives me a positive, divide by 2. A positive k squared, a minus k, because this guy moves over, becomes negative, and divides by 2. And then I get a minus, it would be a 4, but it's dividing by 2, so I get that. So I'm almost done. I get 0 equal to k, I can factor this, minus 2 times k plus 2, which, not k plus 2, k plus 1, which tells me that k is equal to 2, or it is equal to negative 1. If you're doing it geometrically, and actually, so if we look up at the top, remember my answers were k equal to 2, 1. Well, yeah, it makes sense. If I make that 2, then it's the integral from 2 to 2, which is nowhere, and that will make it equal to 0. The other one is the 1, the negative 1. Is it negative 1? Yeah. The negative 1, and that would be like where the positive and negative area would cancel each other out. That's all.